All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Rise Inside Productions. Today we have an album review. Today we're going to be reviewing Enterprise Earth's Death and Anthology. This one came out today, February 2nd, 2024. This was one of my more anticipated albums of the year, and I'm glad to say that it did not disappoint.
It exceeded my expectations. I
For sure.
I knew we were getting a good deathcore record. I've enjoyed their previous records. Obviously, this is the first with the new vocalist.
You have Travis Warland, Dan Watson left right after The Chosen was released.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Travis Warland's first album. Of course, he came out with Psalm of Agony and like the song that came out before. I forgot the name of it, but so far it's been all killer with him at the helm. So
Yep.
and again he proves it in this album.
Absolutely. We were also fortunate enough to go to the revival of the New England Metal and Hardcore Fest, and we got to meet the Enterprise boys. We got to see them perform, and they crushed it. And now I'm really excited because they just dropped a new tour to support this record. So to see this version of the band's first full go at their own stuff that they recorded, it's going to be really cool. But as for the album goes, nothing misses. This album is rock solid. Some of my favorite tracks, or some of my favorite things. We'll go with that first. My favorite things about this record: instrumentation, unbelievable. Definitely masters of their craft. Vocals, you get the harsh, you get the lows, all the different types of gutturals, and then they throw some cleans at you. Like with the new single and video they put out today with the album, Blood and Teeth. Brutal song goes into a chorus. Anthemic, singy. I feel like that's going to be a huge hit live. But it works great. Every different aspect they use in this record all works. It makes the entire record just feel whole, like there's nothing missing from it.
Now, one thing I really liked about it is that it's like pure chaos.
Yep.
You have all these different styles of music. You have your deathcore, you have your metalcore that was showed in like Blood and Teeth,
Yep.
and then the Reaper Servant is a lot of thrash into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, you get all these different versions of metal, and they mash it into one, and it's just embrace the chaos. I think that's what I think
Yeah.
that's my biggest takeaway. Is just
Absolutely.
embrace the chaos.
Don't forget about the gent either.
Oh yes, the
The
gent.
gent.
Forgot about yeah. Meshuggah is definitely one of the influences of this album. You heard it with King of Ruination. You hear it in
Yep.
Face of Fear also, the big first song, which I think Face of Fear is a top song. We can
That-
go we can go into songs now. I mean, every song on this album has something for you to like,
Absolutely.
but I think Face of Fear is so good.
I feel like that's the thing with this record. It is a deathcore record, by all means, but I feel like there's a little bit of everything. As long as you enjoy heavy music, there's something for you on this record. Face of Fear, like you said, unbelievable. Even the intro was cool. Very
Yeah.
trippy. Abyss, awesome. Reapers of Servant with Darius of Spite.
The Reaper
The Reapers. Great track. Spineless was gross.
Yeah. King of Ruination is also my favorite of the singles that came out.
Oh, 100%.
It's Meshuggah without calling yourself Meshuggah. It's
Yeah.
really awesome.
Definitely.
Casket of Rust is like an adventure because you start off with the acoustics, right?
It's very
kind of like a black metal vibe at the beginning with the acoustics.
it's very rhythmic, but again, like you said, it twists and turns. I know it's got plenty of acoustic breaks, but it great cleans. The bass line that shows as well.
Oh, you want to talk about bass line?
Oh yeah,
Accelerated Demise is like a jazz tune.
that was like jazz fusion metal. I don't. It was great though. It was just it's very different. But again, like I said, there's something for everybody on this record. It's great. Let's see. Also, the last song of the record,
Yeah, to finish it off perfectly with Matt Heafy.
"Curse of Flesh" with Matt Heafy from Trivium. Awesome track, classic, straight up deathcore. Nothing too flashy, but it's a really cool track to end it with.
Yeah.
Again, the lyricism, unbelievable.
Now, biggest takeaways from this album, just like what would you tell somebody who never listened to Enterprise Earth, when they picked up this album, they started listening to it.
Buckle in for a wild ride.
Because you're clocking in at just under an hour,
Yep.
and you're gonna be in it for an hour. You're not gonna be like, oh, look over there, look over there. You're like, whoa, that just happened.
That's one thing I can say. There's really no filler with this album. I can't stress that enough. It's always something different. So your attention, it can't wander. You know, there are long tracks, they're 5-6 minute tracks, but once that next track starts, it pulls you right back in.
But I mean, they're longer tracks, 5-6 minutes, but at the
Yeah.
same time, you feel the 5-6 minutes, but you don't feel like you just wasted your time listening to it
No, not at all.
because of all the different elements that they throw at you. Like
Yeah.
if you want thrash, here's your thrash, but here we're gonna throw a little deathcore in there too for you.
Yeah.
Like it's just like it's all just meshed in very, very well. And I'm actually excited to see what they do after this. I think this is so different from what The Chosen was.
It really is. And The Chosen's a great record.
Yeah.
It's just sledge heavier.
Yeah.
It's deathcore, but there's a lot of just heaviness in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's stuck to that avenue of just brutality. Like it's a brutal record.
Yeah.
And then this one, as you said, it's just
everything.
chaos.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Embrace the chaos. You know who said embrace the chaos, Jake?
Who?
Riley Gale of Power Trip.
Rest in peace to a legend.
Embrace the chaos. I think that's the takeaway from this album. Is just embrace the chaos.
Yeah.
All right, Jake. You give it a rating. What do you think?
So here at Rise Inside, we usually do out of 5. I'd say for this record, I'm going to give it a 4.4 out of 5.
I'm going to give it a 4.5. So about the same thing.
Well,
I mean,
there
we're picking
really-
at straws.
There really wasn't anything
Yeah, I mean,
that bad.
I think it was either I Divine or Malevolent Force where we weren't really like digging it too much.
It was just straightforward.
Yeah.
I will say with I Divine, it had a great drum fill.
Yeah.
Very cool. You know, I think that saved it a lot towards the middle and the end. But it wasn't a bad track by any means.
Yeah.
Same thing with Malevolent Force.
Yeah, so, there's no bad tracks on it, but some tracks just really exceed.
There's
others
definitely
are,
there's some standouts for sure. So
I think that's a fair rating from both of us. 4.4, 4.5.
yeah,
There you go. Well, we really recommend you guys listen to this album. It's I wouldn't be surprised if it's in our conversation at the end of the year about album of the year.
for sure.
But make sure you give it a listen. Let us know what you think. What's your favorite song? What don't you like? What do you like? Let us know in the comments below. I've been Rob.
I'm Jake.
Peace.